Kol Hala Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rek Hakwadash. In English, that would mean all praise to the Most High in the name of the Son and the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders and brothers of Great Millstone, GMS for short, where I am learning this 100% truth. Shalom to the elect, to the 144,000, to the mixed multitude that scattered to all four corners of the earth, putting in this work. Shalom to the sincere sisters that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that also believe in this 100% truth. Matthews 28:19 tell us to go therefore, teaching all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Yahweh, and in the name of the Son, Yahweh Shai, and in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. So that's what we're going to continue doing. Prophesying, bringing this truth out through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, through the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. So today I wanted to talk about the things that some of the things the wicked is doing. And I'm in the chat GPT, and I looked up what is Killology. What is Killology? Because they've been doing that we still in slavery, but when it first started, they was killing our people. When they was bringing us over here to the Americas, they was killing our people, throwing them in the waters to the alligators. You think the alligators still following the trails of where they was dropping the people at, looking for more people to eat, starving them, just all type of wicked stuff, feeding our babies to all the different animals and stuff, feeding us to pigs, eating us themselves, tying us to stuff and dropping us in the water. So I'm looking up Killology, and it says it is a term coined by Lieutenant Dave Grossman, a former U.S. Army psychologist, to describe the study of psychological and physiological effects of killing in battle and other violent situations. It focuses on what happens to people who kill, especially soldiers, police officers, or others in high stress roles. It says, as well as how to train people to overcome the natural resistance to killing. So Grossman popularized the concept through his books, particularly on killing, the psychological cost of learning to kill in war and society, and on combat, the psychology and physiological logic of deadly conflict in war and in peace. It says core ideas in Killology. Humans have natural resistance to killing other humans. military and police training overcomes that resistance using methods like desensitization, desensitization, conditioning, and stimulation. Killing has a psychological cost, such as PTSD, moral injuries, and emotional trauma. Killology tries to understand these efforts and provide training or tools to uh, mitigate the negative outcomes. So this was all a plan. If we put you through certain trainings, it will make you to where it doesn't bother you no more. And most people go through a lot of trainings. Even when you go through the trainings, if you look up like the militia groups and stuff, they do these same things so they can get used to it. And they've been doing it for a long time. And they're going to continue doing it. But they reign shall end soon. They reign shall end soon. Starving the people, putting wicked foods in the stores, putting all the chemicals and different type of stuff in the foods, in the water, in the air. And then they want to put like, well, China did this. All of y'all are together. All of y'all are part of the wicked. We can go see who our enemy is in Psalms 83, 1 on down to 7. Starting with the Edomites, the so-called white man. Then the Arabs, then the Chinese. So we know y'all all together. We know y'all all together, man. Y'all been doing a lot of wicked stuff, but the Lord is about to punish y'all, which destroy y'all. Psalm 73 and 8 says, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily, they set their mouths against the heavens, and their tongues walketh through the earth. So all these lies and stuff is still out here. So in the NLT it says they scarf, and speak only evil. In their pride they seek to crush others. They boast against the very heavens, and their words strut throughout the earth. So this is their plan. This is their plan. But guess what? The Lord ain't having that, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah not having that. But they got to do what they got to do because this is a part of the plan. But as long as we endure to the end, we will overcome this. Psalms 37 and 14 says, the wicked have drawn out their swords and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. What's upright? Yashar.
Strong's H 3477. Yashar. Yashar.
Straight, upright, correct, right, pleasing, straightforward, just, proper, uprightness, righteous. Righteously, righteousness. So the ones that speaking is truth. So it says, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. And it also talk about that. Matter of fact, let me get that. That's Second Ezra, where it's, I think it's what, 70 and 71. Yeah, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. The ones that fear the Lord is going to be upright. They're going to be upright. So 71 says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. See, and this said, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. But this is what the Lord said. Their swords shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. But it has to happen, though. They got to try it. They got to do whatever they think they're going to be doing. But the Lord got a different plan for them. So precept Psalm 7 and 15, it says, they dig a deep pit to trap others, then fall into it themselves. That's what's going to happen. The trouble they make for others backfire on them. The violence they plan falls on their own heads. But right now, to everybody else, they will say they winning. Okay, yeah. But are they going to win forever? No, they about to be destroyed. I'd rather lose right now and win forever than to win right now and lose forever. So Proverbs 29 and 2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Are we rejoicing? Even the ones that got big money, they not rejoicing. Because it's just a paper. It's just a piece of paper. You're not really happy. You still got to bow down. You still got to kiss their ass. You still got to let them hit you in your ass. You still got to be on camera doing all type of wicked shit. So you're not happy. You still got to watch what you say and all. No, you're not happy. It says, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. That's what we're doing. The people are mourning. The people are sad. Ain't nothing good about this place, man. But these are the things that must happen. These are the things that must happen. Watching all the police just kill. When you see them have you ever seen a police officer kill an Asian person? I don't think I ever seen that. Or a Chinese person. I've never seen that. I seen them kill niggas though. I seen them kill Latinos and all that. I seen them come in. They didn't, and that, man. I done went through some situations myself, so I know it's going on everywhere. Wicked. But this is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So we know that this is what they're going to be doing. Since they got rulership, they're going to run it however they want to run it. And they were made to be wicked. They were never made to be righteous. So we know what they're going to do. They're going to continue to be wicked. So Revelation 12 and 12 says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know that he has but a short time. Great wrath. So it's about to be some troubling times. Some troubling times, man. They gonna cut all the food off and shit. Motherfuckers gonna be going hungry. It talked about a siege. Oh man, what's that? It's in Leviticus, it's in Deuteronomy, it's in Kings. They talk about people gonna be eating their own kids. So they gonna be starving people. They gonna cut the water off. They gonna cut the power off. Oh man, shit about to get crazy. They know what they doing though. They know what they doing. They the ones through the power Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai gave them. They the ones messing up the earth. what it say in Revelation 6:4? The red horse and the one who's on it was given authority to take peace from the earth. That's what they doing. So they actually doing their job. We just calling them out on it because the Lord told us to prophesy against Mount Seir. Mount Seir is them. So precept to Revelations 12:12 is Romans 16:20. It says, and Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua of peace shall bruise Satan under your foot, under your feet shortly. Shortly. The grace of Yahweh Shah be with you. Aman. So shortly, we're going to have to go through this, but for a short period of time. Eventually, he's going to destroy them and everything they stand for. So I had read a few verses in Second Ezra, but I'm going to go back to where I was going to start at 68. Second Ezra 16:68. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude, which it talked about in Psalms 37. They mad. They coming down with great wrath. It talked about that in Revelations, having great wrath because he know that he has but a short time, right? Great wrath. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and look at wrath. Anger, fierceness, indignation, wrath, right? For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. We're not supposed to eat anything that's offered to idols, especially if you know. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. They gonna treat you like a slave after you fall for their trick. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the cities, the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They shall be like madmen, spirit none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. So wickedness is all they stand for. Wickedness. Nothing else. Wickedness. Proverbs 6:12 says, what are worthless and wicked people like? They are constant liars. Constant liars. And the scriptures talk about he came in lying. That's what he's made for, the wicked. He wicked. But it says in 15, it says, therefore shall his calamities come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. So we can't wait, man. We gonna patiently wait. But it says Psalms 55 and 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. So he telling you sweet things, but really, as soon as you fall for the trap, you're done. It says, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So it sounded good. But soon as you fell for the trap, you're done. He's going to destroy you. Once you fall for the trap, he don't even really need you no more. And a lot of our people are going to fall for the trap. That's why it's better to enter in through the straight gate that's difficult, that leads to life, that's narrow, versus, what's that, Matthew 7 and 13 and 14. The 13 says the path that's wide, that's easy, that leads to destruction, that's the path that most people are going to take. Lord willing, I'm part of that number that takes 14, which is the narrow path, the path that's difficult, that leads to life. Because a lot of people is going to take that easy path, and that's going to lead to their destruction. I'd rather take the difficult path that's going to lead to life. Because he's going to trick you into all type of stuff. Just like this digital currency is going to turn into the mark of the beast. And whoever take the mark of the beast, they will be destroyed. Because what you are saying is, I no longer deal with the Lord. I'd rather deal with the devil. If you take it, that's just like saying, I'm cool on you, Lord. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. I'm rolling with Satan. And if you do that, you're going to be destroyed. Well, he's going to trick a lot of people by using other people and different type of situations to make them fall into them traps. Lord willing that we part of the ones that don't fall into the traps. Hopefully we the ones that's beamed up into them chariots. You know what I'm saying? Or if we die for this truth before that even comes. But still, anything for this truth. And not for Esau, the so-called white man in these wicked nations that he got up under him. Nah, we ain't going for that. We ain't going for that. But it's a lot of stuff that's going on. All these different bills being passed, all these executive orders, and all this. It's just so much stuff going on, man. Even they own people starting to bring it out. That's how you know it's crazy, if they own people starting to bring it out. But the Lord said it. They own lips shall bring out, you know what I'm saying, what they got going on. So we know what's going on, and we're going to keep prophesying about it until they finally destroy it. And we can't wait. So, hey, listen. Kahala Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakwadash. In English, that will mean all praise to the Most High, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders and brothers of Great Millstone, GMS for short, where I am learning this 100% truth. Shalom to the elect, to the 144,000, to the mixed multitude that scattered to all four corners of the earth, putting in this work. Shalom to the sincere sisters that believe in Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, that also believe in this 100% truth. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Shalom.